Hello and welcome to GPTV on the most beautiful Tuesday, the 10th of September. My name's Philip Kingston.
And I'm Gary Pierre.
Gary, we're right into spring. We're right into the thick of it. I'm loving the weather. I'm loving the spring vibes. I'm loving the activity. I'm loving, of course, that we had the most unbelievable weekend yet again.
It was a good one, Phil. What were we, 70?
Gary, the industry average came in at 63%. Yes, very average industry, aren't you? But Gary Parent Associates came in at 79%. Let's call it 80%, so we get the A. An A was always 80 when we were at school, Gary. Not that we ever saw one.
We never saw one of those. We heard about them. We knew people. We knew them, not closely in our circle. We knew a little bit of boast music, put up the towers, Phil. Because
63 versus 79. Thank you very much. Well done to the team at GPA. Interestingly, Gary, the weekend really finished for us at about 11 o'clock on Sunday night because we did pass one property in, which was in a beautiful home in Cantala.
Yes.
We had negotiations going on through the afternoon, and then we sold it for significantly more than we passed it in at around 11 o'clock Sunday night. So viewers, we call that a sale at auction.
The life of an agent, Phil, it never stops. It's 24/7. It really is, Phil. It never ever stops. And we just keep going evenings, morning, late, early.
Sitting on the couch last night, talking to Joel, talking to Nikki, talking to the vendors. Having said that, shout out to Joel and Nikki, who really did have it under control totally.
Of course they did.
But there I was watching the new series with Nicole Kidman.
I'm watching that too.
Well,
The Perfect Couple.
I've got to tell you, Gary,
I like
it's very lovable junk.
Yeah, it is junk.
Like it's white bread, just junk. But I can't stop watching it.
Well, you know, that's what I like to digest, you know. I like to digest white bread junk.
You're a white bread
junkie.
You're a white bread toast guy, aren't you? With some butter and some Vegemite. A man of simple taste, but you can't beat that sort of thing.
I don't mind a bit of rye bread either. I'm happy to mix it up a little bit. And as young boys, we used to eat, my father would go to Frank's, Huntley Road. He'd buy a rye bread, Phil, and he'd buy it early in the morning. It was hot. And we would just knock the whole loaf off.
Do you know Frank's Rye does not exist anymore? That was the pioneer. So all of these modern bakeries around, you know, every second bakery on every second street proclaims to have the best bread. But Frank's Rye, Glen Huntley Road, Elstonwick, that was the pioneer.
That was an institution.
He was the pioneer.
Yeah, it was an institution, Phil. And got to say, you know, that I think though that bread is back. You know, when I think about Baker Blue, our little sister, you know, a couple of local bakeries, we sometimes have to queue up. Phil, have you been to Little Sister?
I have many times.
Very good. So got to say that these bakeries now have brought bread back because it did get
bread is back, pastry's back.
What was the name of the bakery in our strip there, where you know, Orong Road?
Baker's Delight.
Baker's Delight. So Baker's Delight was it for a while, you know, but it was very sort of very, you know, very basic bread, wasn't it? You know, what do they call the very basic bread?
Shout out to Baker's Delight.
Yeah, got no problem with them.
Who have got hundreds of stores around Australia and a big legal team. So personally, I think their bread is fabulous.
Always liked you. Always liked you. But then there's these boutique type ones that have come into play, Phil.
So you're just trying to say that Baker's Delight is a kind of mass-produced franchise chain, even though I think they bake on the premises. I love Baker's Delight. Baker's Delight are fantastic.
You're so fearful of upsetting someone, you know.
Gary, this is the new political world.
Oh, you're such a wimp. Take a position,
Gary,
you know.
Gary, do you want to take a position sitting in your lawyer's office, or would you rather just me step in to pick up the carnage and the damage that you create with every second sentence that comes out of your mouth?
You know, this is an era of gutless people. I reckon people are too scared of offending. Everyone's so offended and everyone's so precious. You know, take a position. Offend someone and delight someone else.
Offend someone and then pay.
Exactly right, exactly right.
Why don't we just, instead of saying anything, let's just bring in a pile of $100 notes this week, and we'll just stand here in front of everybody on GPTV, won't say a cent, we won't say a word, we'll just cut the money up in half, turn it into confetti.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because that's essentially what you would have us do,
you have a pile
if I didn't jump in to massage the message. Let's talk about the weekend that was, Gary, because we did boast about our clearance rate. Well done to all of our buyers and sellers. But can you drill down, Gary, and talk us through some of the more interesting sales?
Not yet. I want to talk a bit about... It's spring, right? And I want to talk a bit about spring, Phil, because spring's an interesting time, you know, and I think people make interesting decisions in spring. They make interesting buying decisions that are made, you know, quickly sometimes.
Yes.
And sometimes maybe not the best decision as well. And then there were people that sell and also make
What
very
is your
rapid
point?
decisions.
What's your
Well, you know, I think that I want to talk a little bit about appointing an agent, you know, in spring. And I want to talk a little bit about you know, how people make the decision
Can we
of
do
an
this
agent.
next week?
No, I'm not going. No, I won't be silenced. As Pauline Hanson once said, Philip, I won't be silenced. I won't be silenced.
Okay,
I won't stop.
quickly take us through it. Otherwise,
I just
this
think
episode's gonna be so long.
I just think that if you're a seller in spring, just be very careful around how you go about employing an agent, Phil, because I think sometimes in spring there are people that aren't necessarily educated. They'll call in 2 or 3 agents and they'll get allured by sometimes a low fee.
Yep.
And sometimes also a high appraisal. And I just say to those vendors, and I'd like to give them a bit of a cautionary warning, Phil, on GPTV with you by my side as my witness.
Thank you.
Be very careful around your agent selection, because don't forget one thing, that the commission that you agree with, or the selling fee, is often a reflection of the agent's skill and ability to get the best price, Phil. So sometimes people will say, look, we want to go over here because their fee is lower, but often the lower fee does not always match
So
the
you're
competency
saying, Gary, that
of the
somebody's
agent.
commission is commensurate, generally their quote of commission is commensurate with
so.
their abilities and skill base.
I think so.
So really, just if I can summarise, you're saying in spring some people come to a rapid conclusion as to which agent to use. They can sometimes be seduced with the promise of price rather than the promise of process. Promise of price. But having said that, if somebody's making a quick decision about using Gary Peer & Associates, what then would be your response?
Do it. Don't even think about it. Just do it and do it quickly.
Sign quickly.
Sign quickly, and we will make sure we do the very best job. No, but just be careful because...
Good, thank you.
It's a cautionary message, Philip.
Excellent.
There is a correlation between fee and competency.
Yes,
Fee and competency. And you may know what you saved when you get a slightly cheaper fee, but you'll never know what it cost you in the ultimate result
beautifully put, Gary. Can we now move on?
of the sale of your most valued asset, Philip. I'm going to leave it there.
Can we now move on?
Let's move on.
Drill
Philip.
down into the weekend that was, Gary. Any sales stand out for you that we should talk and educate about?
I saw you and I heard about your visit to the good people, Philip, of Albert Park, who were graced with your presence. And it was said in the sales meeting yesterday, where you were unable to attend because you had another commitment, unfortunately, but it was said in the sales meeting that some of the people there may not have quite understood you. And I think that sometimes you're a bit of an acquired taste. You're known in markets that you're active in, and we do very well in Albert Park. In fact, we sold this property so well.
Multiple transactions in Albert Park.
We have many times. In fact, Leon, who was involved with that with Vanessa McGlynn, and well done to both of those.
Ben Eisner was also there.
And Ben, well done to the great job they all did, said that there was actually another property with a very much more active agent in the area that did not achieve what we achieved in Hambleton Street. So tell us a bit about the auction there.
Well, Gary, we had 3 people contest that right from the start. I think I put in 1 vendor bid and away it went.
We expected the high ones.
We sold it for many hundreds of thousands of dollars over the reserve. So shout out to Leon and his crew, and to the wonderful vendor, brother and sister, that have entrusted us with multiple transactions.
They've been good to us.
So thank you very much. But yes, Gary, we do set the cat amongst the pigeons when we do go to other suburbs, because we're not just the standard vanilla auctioneer that stands there like a race caller. We do bring a little bit more theatre, a little bit more pizzazz to the process.
I won't have you knock race callers, Philip. There's race callers that have got a lot of personality, that say some great lines, Philip. That would, if you paid more attention to race callers, I think you'd be a better person for it.
Keep going, Gary. Tell us what else you'd like to discuss.
Okay, Phil.
From the weekend.
373 Gleneye Road hasn't sold. I want to talk about this house because I think, Phil,
You're
that if you can buy
determined to drag this episode.
No, I'm going to talk about this house because this is a home on the corner of Rosehill Avenue, Phil, which is a very prestigious street.
Great location.
With a brand new house being built next door to it.
Tram on your doorstep.
Tram on your doorstep. Town hall very close by, Philip. This is a very, very exciting property at 373 Gleneye Road, and it's available right now for $1,750.
I think it's priced to sell, Gary.
And it's a beauty. Not many freestanding homes in Caulfield North that have got 4-bed, 2-bath for like under $2 million.
On its own parcel of land, fully
on a
detached.
substantial parcel of land. Phil,
Jump
I got
and book an appointment.
Yes, quickly before it goes. Phil, 2 at 1A Crimea Street. Well, I happened to go to that auction, and Jeremy Rosens did a fine job.
Daniel Mechmacher was the person responsible for the transaction.
That was our most
bidders,
popular.
I believe.
It was our most popular auction of the weekend, Philip. 5 bidders fought that out, which just goes to show there are some properties out there that just seem to just have that thing about them, Phil, This was one of them.
Great location, Crimea
great
Street.
location.
Gary, just for the viewers, Gary did live in Crimea Street. I used to live in Crimea Street.
Yep.
Property values went up significantly when we left.
We did. As soon as we left, everything went up, Phil. But that one was sold for way over what we expected, which was going to be somewhere around $1 million or low ones, and it went right through, Philip, to substantially more. 3 Cantala Avenue, Philip, well, that was sold, and well done to the vendors and the buyers alike.
Shout out to the family that owned that for multiple decades. It was really a beautiful home, Gary.
Beautiful home.
In the Cantala estate, on the western side of the road. A beautiful property, great opportunity, and good luck to the new buyers.
And well done to Nikki Janova, Joel Sir, and all the team that were involved in the selling of that home. Phil, we have a busy weekend coming up. We are in the thick and thrust of spring.
How many auctions, Gary?
Let's get into it. I don't know, but I'll let you know in a second. Phil, we have no less than 34 auctions scheduled for this weekend.
Did you say 34 auctions?
I said 34 auctions,
Wow.
Philip. 34. We've got a busy weekend, got some beautiful homes. Saturday, we are full of Murrumbeena action, Phil. How good's Murrumbeena?
We love it. We love it. Let's talk about the first one, Gary. What have we got?
We're going to be in Glen Huntly Road, Caulfield, Philip. In fact, Leo just said to me, I'm going to get you to do this auction because he's got to go and bid for someone at an auction. So I'm going to be doing this auction with his brother Aviv.
3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 car spaces, Gary. That's a really beautiful building.
That is in Glen Huntly Road, Phil. Jeremy Rosens kicks off his Saturday at 10:30 in East Boundary Road for Joel Sir.
Gary, really good property. This is home number 3. This is 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, a lock-up garage. That's an affordable opportunity.
Crosby is great, mate, as the dog used to say, for Crosby Shoes, and you are going to be auctioning in Crosby Road, Murrumbeena.
Gary, what a wonderful property. This 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, plenty of off-street car parking via double lock-up garage. Jan Dosen and Lior Bar have the honours there.
Phil, you are going to not be doing the auction. Graham Callan's going to be doing the auction for Kane in Dandenong Road, Malvern East. 2
bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. Great location there, Gary. You've got everything on your doorstep.
We've got 4 auctions at 11:30, Philip. We've got 2 properties for sale in Asling Street. This one is 12 at 83 Asling Street, Jeremy Rosen's auctions.
Gary, Daniel Michmacher has the honours there. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom and a basement car space.
Huntingdale is a great suburb, Phil. We love it there, and we love it in Shafton Street, Phil. Put that in a sentence if you can.
Gary, I'm not going to even attempt to do so. David Thompson and Graham Callan will be meeting there. This is 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom and some wonderful wraparound garden area and car parking.
Auction number 2 in Murrumbeena, Phillips in Poth Road. This time Dizzy Wang is the agent together with Mark Wynn. It's the Wynn and Wang combination, and Leo Samuel is the auctioneer.
2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space and a storage cage, Gary. That's a great property.
Phil, I'm going to come along and meet you in Rosslyn Crescent in Bentley East at the 11:30 auction that you are conducting.
Properties don't get much better than this. This is Leon Gusenfitter handling it together with Leo Bar. 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a double lock-up garage, wraparound garden areas. That is a beautiful home.
There are 4 auctions at 12:30, Philip, but now I get a bit of Murrumbeena action in Kinloch Avenue, Philip.
4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, plenty of off-street car parking. Leo Bar and Jan Dosen have the honours there. That's a great home.
You're going to be in Garden Lane in South Yarra at 12:30, Phil. We're meeting up with Vanessa McGlynn.
Gary, that's an incredible property. An architectural modern masterpiece. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 car spaces. That is a beautiful property, and you can walk to absolutely everywhere from there.
Mark Kirkham also has a go at Murrumbeena, Philip. He's meeting Leo Samuel as the auctioneer in Hooper Street.
This is Mark and Uddy have got auction honours there. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Plenty of car parking and a wonderful parcel of land.
Jeremy Rosens hits Caulfield South in North Road to meet Joel Sir for our 12:30 auction there.
2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom and a car space. Great balcony, beautiful apartment.
We have triple auction action at 1:30. Phil, you're going to be in Cromwell Street. I love the look of this home.
Gary, it's beautiful. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, plenty of off-street car parking and an incredible back garden. Walking distance to 2 trams, Caulfield Park and more importantly, Baker Blue.
I'm not sure anybody has had more auctions in Murrumbeena in one day than us for this Saturday, Phil. We're going to be in Adelaide Street at 1:30.
Gary, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 car spaces. Christian and Mark are combining forces there. What a great property.
I love this older style apartment in Hotham Street, Phil. I'm excited to be doing the auction at 1:30.
Gary, beautiful building. We love this building. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom and a car space. And that is really one of the best looking older style buildings you can find. That's being handled by Daniel and Lamore.
Murrumbeena Road, Carnegie, Phil, is the auction site for Jeremy Rosen's for Matt Morley at 2:30.
Gary, what a beautiful home. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. You've got your own courtyard garden there. That is a winner.
We're going to bring you back to Bentley, Phil. You started your Saturday there. You're going to be going there again in the afternoon, this time to Patterson Road.
Meeting Jan and Lior there. That's 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms and a lock-up garage, courtyard gardens, everything to love and more.
Myrtle Street happens to be the continuation of Gordon Street, Phil, where we spent many of our childhood years. This time, Lee Moore Herskovitz is going to be meeting Jeremy Rosen for the sale.
Together with Sally Zellman, this is a beautiful home, Gary, and a beautiful location. That is stunning. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, off-street car parking, wraparound garden area, a magnificent home in a great spot.
One of the most beautiful homes that's come to the market in Caulfield this year is this masterpiece in Murray Street. Phil, tell us about it. You're there at 3:30.
Darren Crongold, Joel Sir, Leon Elbum have had the honours of representing the vendors of this incredible home. I love this. Click on to this property, have a look at my video tour because I love this house. 741 square metres of north-facing land. That is probably one of the best Victorian houses you're going to get the chance to bid on.
Count them, Phil. What's that?
That, Gary, is 6.
6. Our 6th auction in Murrumbeena on Saturday. The big Murrumbeena 6. We're having a Murrumbeena Fiesta, Phil, and we finish off in 19 Atkins Street at 3:30.
Gary, what an incredible property. 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a swimming pool, a beautiful parcel of land. That is just really, you couldn't get a better home.
Murrumbeena's big 6, eh? Let's go on to Sunday, Philip. We're starting off with one of the most exciting properties to come to the market in East St Kilda in one of the best streets, Lyndock Avenue.
Gary, I love this house. This is a dream home. 1,121 square metres of land, which is an incredible parcel of land. This has been designed by Harry Ernest. It's full of some of the most beautiful built-in furniture you will ever see. It's a home you can move straight into and not spend a cent or consider how you might further improve it, but that should go well because it's one of the best offerings of 2024.
It is indeed. I'm looking forward to going to 182 Hotham Street, Elstwick. I think we've sold this home once before. If it's the same one, I think it is, Philip. It's a beautiful property. And Jeremy Rosen is the auctioneer this time.
Gary, Daniel Michmacher has had the opportunity to handle this property. This is pretty as a picture. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a car space. That is a great property.
Double auction action at 11:30. Philip, you are going to be in Hudson Street. I'll join you there, 32A.
Gary, I love this property. This has been handled by Darren, Daniel and Kevin. There's 4 bedrooms and a study, 2.5 bathrooms, a double lock-up garage. It's north facing at the back. This is palatial in size. You really don't get better homes than that. And Hudson Street has become one of the standout locations of North Caulfield.
Indeed, I'd like to join you there because I know the vendor of that home, but unfortunately I can't because I'm going to be at 282 Bamboo Road auctioning this property for Leon Guzenfitter.
Meeting Leon and Ben Eisner. This is 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, off-street car parking for 2 cars. That is a fabulous property.
No one's going to bicker about Bickham's Court, Philip, because it's one of the finest streets in East St Kilda and what a great offering this is.
Do you know what? Whether you're a developer, Gary, or a tennis player, you could, or a developer that is a tennis player, you could buy this tennis court, Gary, and or build your dream home or the 2 town residences subject to council approval that there is already a permit there for. Daniel Fisher, Darren Crongold, Reno have had the opportunity to be there over the last 4 weeks and they're loving it.
Phil, at 12:30 we're going to be in Kooyong Road, this time 8 at 466, Jeremy Rosen's auctions.
For Ben Eisner and John Sweepo, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms and a basement car park. I love that building. That is a great spot.
It's all happening, Glenora Road. Phil, I'm the auctioneer at 1:30 with Jan Dosen for this terrific townhouse.
Together with Ben Eisner, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms and a double lock-up garage. That's a great property. I love that part of North Caulfield. We've talked about that spot at the start of the show, but that is a really good home.
Not a lot of people would know about Sagamore Court. It's one of Caulfield North's hidden secrets, Philip, and number 3 comes to the market 1:30 on Sunday.
Gary, this is a beautiful home. Shout out to the vendors who have prepared it so beautifully. In fact, they didn't really do anything because that's the way they live.
Yep.
750 square metres of prime North Caulfield land, together with a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with a double lock-up garage. Joel Sir has had the honours together there with Daniel Fisher and Kevin Huang. That is a beautiful home, immaculate, move straight in and not spend a cent.
Philip, Jeremy Rosen is meeting Lamore Herskovitz in Wilgar Street and auctioning this terrific apartment.
Together with Nikki Janover, this is 2 bedrooms, a bathroom and a car space. That building goes really well because it's in a great location.
Phil, if I had my golf clubs and I had a 9-iron, I could hit my ball from where we are right now to Hawthorne Avenue, just across the road, One Hawthorne Avenue.
Incredible property. John Sweeper and Vanessa McGlynn have had the honours there. This is 6 bedrooms. That's incredible enough. 4 bathrooms, off-street car parking with a double lock-up garage stroke workshop. That is an incredible property, and it is the best location.
Double Big Mac of Caulfield North, that one, Phil. Let's go to Kooyong Road. You are auctioning this very pretty apartment in this great location, 2 at 54.
A corner apartment, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, a lock-up garage. That's a really large apartment. I really love that building, and I love that location.
We won't be much fun on Sunday night to talk to, Phil, because we'll be exhausted after having a big day, and part of that big day comprises the auction of 377 Glenira Road, which I'm very excited to be offering to the market.
3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, off-street car parking for 2 cars or more, depending on their size. Pretty as a picture, great north-facing back garden. What a great location, what a great building.
Phil, Blant Street, Elsternwick is another great location and a terrific property. Joel Sir has been handling it.
Look, that's a really nice home. I did a video tour of that property, Gary. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, double lock-up garage, courtyard gardens, immaculate move straight in.
And perhaps, Phil, we've saved the most exciting property of the whole weekend to auction number 34, and that is at 6 Cranham Street, Caulfield. This is an estate, Phil.
Gary, sits on 746 square metres of land. Now, this is a builder's own home. This is just an unbelievable home. 5 bedrooms and a study, 4.5 bathrooms, basement car parking. It's got a home gym, a media room, absolutely everything that opens and shuts. The most incredible swimming pool, a main bedroom that's the size of an apartment. If you want luxury, if you don't want to compromise, Gary, that is the house for you. And Cranham Street has emerged as one of Caulfield's best streets.
It certainly has, Phil. There's some beautiful homes there, and that is your 7th auction for Sunday.
Gary, 7. I'm just like gearing up.
Yeah.
Let's have a party Sunday night, shall we?
7's a lot. Let's go out dancing on Sunday night, shall we?
Yep,
Tango
I think
dancing,
so.
Yeah. Phil, that is a big wrap of our auctions. We've got a few properties to review very quickly, a couple of special listings. I want to talk about this old style apartment, Phil, which is right on the corner of Hamilton Street and Orong Road, 2 at 14 Orong Road. Tell us a little bit about this one.
Gary, that is a great property. We love that location. This is 2 bedrooms, a bathroom and a tandem lock-up garage. So that is a really good property. 2 at 14 Orong Road, Elsternwick.
In a small block, Phil, that's a really beautiful property, a lovely apartment, got a great feel about it. Phil, it's not very often you can buy an apartment that has sweeping views and a huge rooftop terrace, but there is one, 302 at 193 McKinnon Road is that apartment,
2
Phil.
bedrooms, 2 bathrooms and a car space there, Gary. That's a great location and a great property.
Incredible views from there, Phil. Of Dickens Street, Elwood. Well, what a great property this is, Philip. You've been involved with this one. I love the look of this block.
Gary, looks across the road from the Blessington Street Gardens. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 lock-up garage. That's an extra large apartment. There's a lot of interest in that because it's a really good piece of real estate.
We're in Vickery Street, Bentley, Philip, as well. It's another property we want to just talk about as we close out the show. Tell us a bit about this interesting property.
2 bathrooms, a basement car space, Gary. The real feature of this is it's a beautiful apartment, but it's got its own private courtyard garden, so that is a winner.
Well, Phil, you know, some people would be exhausted just going through that, but I'm excited. I'm pumped. Big weekend, 34 auctions. Let's bring it on. And we are getting into the thick and thrust of spring. If you want to sell this year, you can't muck around. You got to hurry up and, you know, get on the train.
Gary,
because leaving the station.
If you think about it, we've got the month really now of October, November, half of December, and then we're talking about 2025. So shout out to those people that have made the decision to get on board. Shout out to those that were successful last weekend. It's been a busy week, but we're going to have a busy spring selling season. Thanks for watching. I'm Philip Kingston.
I'm Gary Peer. Look forward to seeing you next week.